Hi, welcome to Room to Grieve Podcast. We're your hosts, Karen and Bec. Grab yourself a cuppa, find a comfortable spot, and we'll journey through grief together.
Hello. Good evening. You okay?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm all right.
Well, I'm melting, actually. I'm going to moan about the British weather. I'm melting.
Oh, you can't moan about the weather. It's been beautiful.
No, it's too hot.
It is too hot. I must admit, this room that I'm in is really cool, so that's why I'm not moaning. That's the only reason I'm not moaning.
I'm back upstairs and the heat's rising and it's really hot. And the only reason why I can't do it downstairs in the room that I did it in yesterday is because the aircon unit's in there, keeping Kevin cool, sod everybody else. We've just got an aircon unit on for the dog, but it's so loud that I couldn't record over it because it's too noisy. So.
Well, we'll be quick then if you're so hot. We don't want you melting.
Yeah, I've got a tissue, not for tears this week, for sweat.
Just for sweat. Well, just in case, I have got chest pains at the moment and pains all down my arm. So if I die during the making of this video, you can still put it on air.
Heard it here first. That's fine.
Yeah. So, but we had a good week.
Yeah, slow one. I think I've texted you every day since Tuesday being like, is it Friday yet? Genuinely feels like it's been a marathon to get here.
And then that's because on Thursday, when you really genuinely thought it was Friday.
I never felt so sad. That is the worst feeling in the world, to wake up and think, Friday today, and then it's not. Honestly.
Well, if that's all you got to be sad about, that's all right.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
No particular reason why it's been a boring week. It just has.
Just been a week. Yeah.
Yeah, it has. It's just been one of them uneventful. So I suppose I should be grateful for that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You got through another week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I started my week at the doctors. I was very proud of myself of going back to the doctors.
Well done.
And I've worked out that if you actually contact our surgery after a certain time and all the appointments have gone and that you need a same day appointment, face-to-face one, they send you somewhere else. And it's miles better than our surgery. It's like a hub of all the doctors in our town, and you go there and there's no waiting.
Nice hack.
A really, really nice doctor. Oh, she was lovely. She listened about Emily. She was so lovely.
She did laugh because you don't get that very often, do you?
She was laughing at me because I've actually broke my toe. And I could barely, the shoes that I put on, I thought, these will be okay. And I swapped before I left the office and they weren't okay.
Oh.
And I drove myself and I was walking down and it was only like a 5-minute walk. I thought, I ain't going to get there. And I was like, oh my God, I was in such pain. And I said, I'm not come about my toe, but can you have a look at it anyway?
And did she?
Yeah, she went, oh, I think that's broken. I went, really? No shit, Sherlock.
But there's nothing they can do, can they, for a broken toe?
It's okay if I put trainers on, but by about the third day, I could put trainers on with tight socks, and it held it in. But trainers and tight socks in this weather is not nice.
Yeah, a bit hot.
So I've still got the socks on now because I'm scared of taking them off. Because last night when I took them off, I was even thinking of going having some of them's morphine that I've still got left.
Oh, was it that bad?
That's how bad the pain was.
Did it just swell up?
Yeah, it was just horrific and it's bad. But the problem I've got on my chest, my third boob is finally going down, but it's taken 2 weeks of antibiotics and the pain is easing on that.
Well, that's good. That's a positive, right?
Yes. Yeah, feeling positive. I'm all right. I'm not moaning. I'm just telling you what's going on.
It's been a long slog for you with that, and it's been a bit painful and a bit horrible.
Yeah, it is painful. I can put up with most things, but the pain's been pretty horrific, to be honest. But
yeah, and the sleepless nights and stuff's not been good.
But when you can't get comfy,
it's
not nice.
Yeah,
and the heat moaning, but we're not moaning.
No,
anyway,
no.
I was just saying, we don't script these or plan our conversations, do we? It's usually what's happened within the week or the last few days that we end up talking about.
Yeah.
So this week we're going to talk about dreams.
I know, because you just randomly threw that in there this afternoon on a text to me, and I need all the tea. So come on, spill.
Well, I don't have any. I very rarely dream, and so many people have different ideas about dreams, don't they? And what they mean.
Are we talking like visitation dreams?
Yeah, all sorts of different dreams. People, it's like, I mean, did you know there's actually ADC? Do you know what that means?
No, you've been chat GP and stuff
No,
again.
I haven't. I just Googled it.
Go on.
So it's after death communication.
Okay.
Yeah. And a lot of people think that the dreams...
Is that not like medium stuff, like signs and stuff?
No, it's actually a couple that wrote a book. Bill and Julie, what was it called? So, Guggenheim. I know, because there's a museum called Guggenheim, isn't there? So, and they've actually wrote a book, and Hello from Heaven, it's called.
All right.
So I'm going to get that book.
Okay.
But going back to, like, I don't really have any beliefs. There's so many different cultures that do have beliefs, and that it's your loved one trying to communicate. I've never had that belief. And
I can't say I've ever really had a reason to think about it before, but I had heard that if you dream about them and it feels real, like you feel like you could touch them and smell them, and, you know, it feels different to the point that you wake up feeling like it was real, then that's supposed to be them actually visiting you.
Ah, right. I'll take that.
That's
I'll
what
go
I've
off your
heard.
description, because I trust you more than I trust Mr. Google.
Well, that's just what I'd heard. And I'd heard that way before Bradley was even ill, that was a thing, you know, like, but apparently it's not just like, because like when Bradley died, I think I've said many times, every night I would dream that he died. Yeah. Every night. But they were different. It wasn't like he was a character in my dreams. It was Bradley as such, but he wasn't there physically. I couldn't touch him. I could just see him in my dreams and see these things happening. But a visitation dream's supposed to be, you can see them, touch them, smell them. You know, it feels like you're really in the room together. It's got a very different feel to it. And you're supposed to be able to remember them. But I remember my dreams anyway. I'm quite good at that. I have a dream book by my bed and I write them all down because I remember them anyway. But Simon doesn't have a great memory with stuff like that. But I think he has had an episode of a visitation dream, and he really doesn't remember a lot of it at all, other than he remembers he saw Bradley and it felt very real, and that's pretty much all he can tell me. Yeah. So I still think that for him classes as, you know, just because he can't remember the whole thing, I just don't think he's that sort of person too. Yeah. Yeah, well, I never remember my dreams, never. And I very, very rarely dream about Emily. And I've had 3 nights in a row of dreams, and I've remembered them. I felt like 3 nights in a row. That's 3 nights in a row. I know. Because in the past, when you said you've dreamt about them, even when they weren't pleasant dreams, I was always like, why can't I dream? Why haven't I, you know, like, and I'm not saying I'm jealous, because I'm just not a jealous person, but I thought, I wish I could dream. I really, really wish. And I think I wished it too much. And I'd lie there not being able to sleep because I was wishing it that much. But they say if you wish for it, you get it, because it's your subconsciousness, you wanting the dream that much that you get it. But I never have. Yeah, but I don't agree with that. I think that they come when they know you need it. Mm-hmm. And you have to be open and receptive to it. So I think when you're like in a real flight or fight response, you know, when your vibration isn't very high and all that, you know, woo-woo shit, like when you're really blocking it, I don't think they can come then. I think you have to be, you know, I do think that you have to be able to go into that real deep sleep state. And I think when you're still agitated and stressed and, you know, all of those things, even if you're feeling like I really need them to come in my dream right now, I do think you have to create an environment for that. Right. It's because you're blocking it. Right. Okay. I haven't Googled this, so this is just my, please don't take what I'm saying as being any science. This is just,
Yeah, but sometimes it's you're just being honest. You're just saying what your feelings and your thoughts
yeah,
are. You're entitled to that.
yeah, that's what I
You're
think.
not saying it's right or wrong. You're just saying what you think.
When I'm stressed, I have these horrible dreams about Bradley dying. And like I said, they're very different. I can't touch him. I can't talk to him. It's like I'm watching him from behind, a screen. Like it's all happening. And I don't necessarily, you say, like some people say they don't see faces in dreams. It's those type of dreams that I can't particularly say that I see his face. I just know it's him.
Right.
But on the occasion when I feel like Bradley has visited me in my dream, I saw his face. I felt like I touched his hair. I felt like I could smell him, like I could touch him, like he was there. He had a conversation with me. It was him.
Yeah.
Totally. So tell me your 3 dreams. Come on, because I'm desperate to know.
The first one, she was younger.
Okay.
And we was on holiday and it was lovely. And I just said, Emily, I can't believe it's you. I really can't believe it's you. She said, of course it's me. And I held her. And I felt it. I really, really did feel it. And I was just holding her. And I remember saying, I can't let you go. I can't let you go. And she just laughed. And it was like, it seemed to not last long, but it did. And it was very, very natural. And it was like, it was just nice. And I woke up and I went, oh my God, I've had the most marvellous dream. And it was beautiful. And then the next night it happened again.
Did you go to bed wanting it to happen again, or thinking, okay, I've had my lot, like I'm so fucking
never
grateful?
Even thought of it. I was so tired. I don't know whether it's the tablets that I'm on that's making me tired. I mean, I've just woke up now. I came home from work and Rob's just woke me up on the settee. So I look like shit. It's because I'm in a sleep. You have the drool. I think that's why I've got a pain in my arm, because I must have been lying on it or something. Anyway, the next dream, it was that again. It was lovely. She's a little bit older again. And it was like going in stages. I'd say she was in a school uniform one minute, and then she was in something else, and we were just chatting. I can't tell you what we was chatting about, but it was very easy. And she actually said, "You're not scared, are you, Mum?" I said, "No, I'm not scared. Why would I be scared? I'm talking to my daughter." And then last night she was with Bradley. And
amazing.
I don't know whether this was my, again, subconscious things, because I had been upset that day. I don't know why, but I'm having thoughts coming into my head, very random thoughts of things that were happening over the time she was poorly. They're not being triggered by anything. They just come in and they're not staying, but they're there. And there was one thought that came in. When I used to do her hair, when she started the radiotherapy, and I used to wash her hair for her because she had no energy, and I used to dry it for her. And I remember that at first we said, "No, it's not coming out," and then after a few weeks it started to come out, and I'd be there and she'd be brushing it, combing it, whatever, and it'd be coming out in clumps, and I was trying to like take it off the comb without seeing it, and and I remember crying silent tears because I didn't know and trying to keep my voice on an even tone without the waver that you do. And that come back to me, and it was so real. And it was like that day and these just thoughts that just kept coming into my head. And last night when I dreamt about her, the first thing she said was, "Look at my hair now, Mum. You don't need to worry about my hair." Well, she said, "It's gorgeous." And lo and behold, stuck behind her was Bradley with a baseball cap on.
Standard.
Yeah. And I said, "Is yours gorgeous?" All right. It's like...
That's very Bradley.
It was just like so natural, as
Oh,
if they
that's
were
so
both
lovely.
there.
That's so
And
lovely.
I hugged Bradley, and I thought he'd be like stiff as a board like Niall, but he wasn't. He hugged me back.
Oh, Bradley would. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he'd be like hugging your Zachary.
No.
Like...
No.
Yeah, he hugged me back, and it was like,
How old was he?
oh my gosh, he was his age.
Oh, okay.
No, he wasn't young, and Emily wasn't young. Emily was Emily's age.
Oh, okay.
Not like the previous 2 nights. It's like it was like in order. And on the second one, she had a blue and white stripy dress on that she used to always wear. And it was very revealing. It was too short and very revealing because she had massive boobs. And I was like, I have to wear that dress. And she had that dress on.
Oh, wow.
And it was
That's so
just
lovely.
It was just like,
I'm so jealous.
meeting him and chatting. And I know it could have gone either way, because I think then when you wake up from something like that, you've got your loss and you're yearning for him. But I didn't. I just woke up like, for the last 3 nights, I've woke up refreshed, which I haven't done in a long time.
With like a sense of calm.
Yeah, very calm. Yeah,
Nice.
That's a really good description, sense of calm.
Nice.
I just enjoyed it.
Good. So you should. Yeah.
I'm not even going to think, well, I am obviously. Secretly, I'm going to think, I bet they come tonight. I hope they come tonight. But I'm going to pretend I'm not.
The last 2 or 3 nights, I have probably sold myself to sleep so hard.
Right.
And begged him to be in my dreams. But I also said to him, if you can't be in my dreams, you need to tell me you're okay. So I'm quite happy that he's gone and told you that he's okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Because you know what I'm like? I've had a boring week and I've been in my own head. You said it yourself earlier.
Yeah,
like, I don't
when I rang
you
earlier, I thought, oh, she's on her own a bit too longer.
Yeah, I mean, every night this week, because obviously Simon works nights, I've texted him at 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm still awake. You know, like...
Well, there's one thing to be thankful for.
Yeah, you
text him and you didn't text me at 2 in the morning.
Well, yeah, you're just crap at answering. I give up with you. So, yeah,
it's that being in your own headspace, not being fully occupied.
Do you know what I did today? I've not told anybody this, and I feel a bit like a fucking weirdo. And I don't know if I can tell you without crying, because I feel a bit of a stupid idiot. But obviously, I just been to meet my friend for coffee, and as we were driving down the town, there was this lad walking down the street who I imagine is what Bradley would look like now. You know, I kind of thought he was a similar build to Bradley, but just a little bit thicker set, like a little bit maturer. And I kept thinking, I wonder if Bradley would look like that now. And no matter where we drove through the town, I couldn't get the car to go in front of him so I could see what he looked like. But from the back, he was Bradley's height. You know, he was that square shape that Bradley kind of was. He had a baseball cap on and sticky out ears. And he had a t-shirt on that was very like one of Bradley's. And black tracksuit bottoms. And, you know, if I could have described Bradley to you,
it would have been that.
That is what I would have described. And no matter where I drove the car, I couldn't get the car to, like, stop in front of him so I could see what he looked like. But I had to say to myself, stop being a fucking stalker, because you can't keep chasing random people around the town, because I knew it wasn't him. So why was I so desperate to see what he looked like, just in case? It was just weird.
We are desperate. We are desperate in many ways. Of course we are. Just a glimpse of somebody or something, or... I
don't know whether it was because in my head I wanted to know what he was going to look like.
You wanted to not look anything at all like Bradley, probably, and then you could just put it out of your mind.
Yeah.
But because you haven't seen that, it's, I wonder what he looked like. I wonder if his front looked as much like Bradley as his back did.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just kept thinking, he was just so Bradley in his mannerisms, in his build. Like I say, he was just a bit thicker set, just a bit maturer,
Yeah.
you know? And I
Yeah.
just kept thinking, I just wonder if that's what Bradley would have
He
looked
was
like.
a little bit thicker set in my dream because he looked like Zachary.
Yeah.
And I actually called him Zachary. And he started, he started laughing. And I think Emily said, my mum always gets names wrong or something like that. This is how natural it was.
Oh, how
so maybe
nice.
by seeing it is natural, you sort of, you double take on things. And it's really weird you should say that, because I never do this. I sort of avoid looking. I go to work at the moment at the same time as all the kids are going into school. And I look at like girls, how Emily's hair was like that. Oh, Emily wouldn't wear a skirt that short. And I'm comparing at the moment.
Yeah.
I know you wasn't particularly comparing, but it was something that caught your eye.
Yeah.
And you've took it that stage further in your head.
Oh, I felt like a right stalker. I felt like a right
You're not a
weirdo.
stalker.
But I felt like it,
Yeah.
I was very conscious that what I was doing was not natural. Not normal.
It's not normal to lose your son at 18-year-old.
No.
So there's nothing normal about us ever. I don't know whether he was normal before anyway. So
what was he wearing in your dream?
Oh, he just had t-shirt and again tracky bottoms on. But he definitely had. I can't describe his t-shirt I just know he was warm when I hugged him. He was warm and it was a proper hug.
Yeah.
And like saying he's just untidy and because I remember saying it. I called him Zachary because he reminded me so much of Zachary. Because I've never met Bradley.
Everybody always said that my boys were alike, and they'd always say that, and I couldn't see it. I didn't think they were similar in the slightest. But people always used to say they were alike, and sometimes my phone gets them confused, so they must be alike. I just can't see it.
Yeah.
So it's funny that you said,
It was just nice, and I think it's probably because I have, like they say, so many different perspectives of dreams. Like you long to see them that much that's why they come. It's in your subconsciousness. But I've longed to see her for 2 years. Why now?
Say, if it is in your subconsciousness, exactly why?
Why now? Yeah.
Why then? And I just think that maybe we do see them in our dreams and dream of them other times, and we just don't always remember.
I never remember.
Like I say, Simon never remembers his dreams, and I think there's probably been other occasions where he has, and he just hasn't remembered. Do you remember just before Christmas, when Simon was really bad? Just before we came to Spain, and I told you that Simon dreamt of his dad.
Yeah.
Because his dad had died, and his dad told him that he was okay and that everything was going to be okay. And literally that was like a turning point for Simon. He truly believed that he saw his dad. He said his dad walked up to him and put his hand on his shoulder and spoke to him. And he said, like, it was my dad.
Yeah, and he remembered it vividly, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which, again, is so unusual for Simon.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do think if we allow ourselves to rest, I know it's hard because when we're stressed is when we want them to come the most, right? Because everything's overwhelming and difficult.
Yeah.
But I actually think that our environment makes that harder for them because we don't go into a deep enough sleep because we're still in that anxiety state, like we're not calm enough for it, I don't think.
No. Well, I have been so much calmer, and like we spoke about last week, I'm trying to be more mindful, and I'm trying to be see the good in things and have a happier outlook. And I do think it's working. I really do.
But you've always been told you have quite a high vibration with that kind of stuff anyway, don't you? Yeah, Emily must have got it from somewhere.
Yeah, I thought she always got it from her grandma, Rob's mum, because she was always a bit weird. But but she did definitely had something, without a doubt. Yeah. And
yeah.
So before I went to bed last night, I did the pendulum with her, and I asked her to, my little candle with the things that twist round, and I said, can you hit the star? So the pendulum went onto the star and it went round, and I said, can you make it go the other way? So she stopped and then she did it the other way.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I was, chatting to her, but I chat to her every night nearly. So there was no difference last night, and I'd not asked. I have been talking to Bradley more.
Okay.
Yeah, I have, because I felt I've been leaving him out. I don't,
he really wouldn't care.
No. But I always
wouldn't even notice.
I always do boop on Emily's nose when I go to bed. I do it on the picture that will soon leave on the big picture. Go boop, and then I do it on Bradley's boop, and then on the last one boop boop on Emily's. That's my ritual at night. I am going mental, aren't I? I am absolutely losing it.
No, not at all. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'll take it anyway. Yeah, it randomly made me smile today and made me happy today. You just casually threw that in there at lunchtime this afternoon.
Yeah.
I don't know why it took you to lunchtime to tell me.
That's the first chance I'd had to do anything.
That was the first thought that came into my head, Why is it fucking taking you till now?
But again, going back to it, it's like they say always it's a deep longing in your subconsciousness to speak to, but that deep longing's been there since day one. If anything, it was worse then than now. So why, so it's got to be something. But
you were also more stressed and more guarded and in flight and fight and all of that still then, weren't you?
Yeah. So let's hope there's even more. And if anybody's had dreams, please share them with us. Please.
Yeah, tell us what your opinions are like,
And if you're some sort of expert on it and you're going to say, oh, no, it's all a load of rubbish.
We don't want to know.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep that to yourself.
Yeah, well, I don't want to know.
We only want one-sided things, what we want to hear. We're not interested in the other side.
No.
And I tell you what, I've been using my mind as well. We was talking about how good the brain is and how we can use it to adapt. There's a thing that Rob listens to, and he has it on wherever he's on his phone or whatever, on the iPad, and it's been driving me mad.
Right.
And it's these two blokes, and they go, taking a larger. And they always go, what is he saying?
I was going to say, what on earth was that?
What are you listening to? It's driving me mad. And he laughs like mad over it. So he's showing it me, right? Oh my God, we say it about everything now. It's now our saying. Yeah.
Okay. And what was it you actually said?
Tecnologia. It's Spanish for technology.
Oh,
Tecnologia.
Right, okay.
Right? I think it is anyway. And it's so funny. So I've turned that round in my mind of something that was driving me mad, that I find it really funny now.
That's good.
Yeah. So now I'm going to put into my mind that I don't like cake.
Oh, is that going to work?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, your mind's not going to put some positive spin on it and go, oh no, but we can tolerate cake, it's fine.
No, I've done it. No, I decided on a Friday at work, it's McDonald's Friday, and we always out of petty cash buy McDonald's for everybody. Yeah, and I always have a chocolate brownie.
Didn't even know McDonald's did a chocolate brownie.
Oh God, they're lush. Yeah.
Okay.
So I said, Karen, do you want usual? I went, no, thank you. Don't want anything. You're not having your chocolate brownie? I said, no, don't want anything. I'm on my diet. I'm having some cereal. And I didn't have my chocolate brownie.
Well done.
And the other day I didn't have my carrot cake muffin. But no, I don't need
Blimey.
it.
Who is this person?
I know. It's like the power of the mind.
Oh my God, she's turning into a voodoo. You did actually say that to me earlier when I was moaning at you about Simon. You were like, just think of it this way and reframe it like this. And I was like, fuck.
Was it good? Was it good information? Was it good advice?
It was. You went full therapy mode on me.
Did
I needed to reframe it. Yeah.
I don't whether I said reframe. Don't think that's one of my...
No, you didn't say reframe, but it's basically what you meant.
Did I say or something?
Maybe.
And it was good advice.
It was, yes.
Right. Good.
It was. It was. You told me basically to pick my battles and not sweat the small stuff, which is right.
Well, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Because, I mean, I'm just like, my husband's on tablets. He's on antidepressants. And he has to have one tablet a day. And he cannot remember his tablet. And every day I say, have you had a tablet? No. And I think to myself, I could shout and bawl and say, I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to remember everything. I thought, do you know what? Just get his tablet out for him. While he's struggling, just get his tablet out for him. Just say, there's your tablet.
Yeah.
And at the moment, that's what I've got to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's nice. It's positive.
Do you want me to give you any more positive vibes?
I don't know. I mean, there's only so much positivity I can take. I do like a good moan. It does make me feel better.
Oh, I'm not saying that I'll give up moaning. It's still my hobby.
So, any news on your cat? Got rid of her?
No, you see, the trouble is, I've come off Facebook and I need to close my Facebook account. I never use it. I can't be doing with it.
Scrolling, isn't it?
Yeah, it just sometimes it can trigger things, and I don't really need to be triggered. So
it's all that positive mindset, isn't it? Stay away from the negativity, and and I mean, let's face it, social media is a place for toxic positivity or negativity. I mean, nothing's real on any form of social media, is it? You see 6 seconds of someone's life that they want you to see. Do you know what I mean? And then everybody tries to hold themselves to all these ideals, and it's not good for anybody, because none of us need to pit ourselves against anybody else or mark ourselves against anybody else. You know, you do you and all that. It's just like, I just feel like sometimes we can put too much pressure on ourselves by somebody else's vision and version of what their life looks like, and it can be a bit much.
And it's also again, picking your battles, picking what you see, what you don't see. You know, we've got like Bradley's friends will be doing stuff that Bradley would have been doing now, and it's upsetting. Yeah. And we're already upset enough. We don't need to punish ourselves and be even more upset. And we don't wish anybody any we don't take it personal.
No,
it's just we can't take, you know, it upsets us. Yeah. It's not that we want somebody to not be having a good time or anything. That's the last thing I'd want, but
no, it's okay.
I don't have to witness it.
Yeah.
And so I think that's best for me. And so I don't know how to rehome Roxy, really.
Yeah, I mean, are you allowed to advertise in the newspaper? Do people still buy newspapers?
No, don't think so.
So no. Is that a thing?
Well, she nearly died today anyway with the heat in the conservatory.
Did you not let her out?
Oh. I'm being positive. We don't need to start with moaning about my son not opening the windows and doors.
That's right. How did the birds survive from last week? Did Rob manage to save them?
One wasn't there.
Oh.
Don't know where it was, but the other one was still alive.
Okay. Well, that's good.
And then the day after, he moved the box again. He moved it further into the wooded area. And it was, they weren't there, but the box was still there. So whether the mum had come and got them, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What we're taking there, they've gone to live on a farm.
Have they?
Yes.
Okay.
They've gone to live on a farm with a great, big, massive nest that's like in velvet, and it's dead
Lovely.
soft. And there's like a supply of worms on tap.
Fucking hell, you really have gone all positive, haven't you? What the fuck happened to you?
I think when I took that tree down, a branch fell on my head.
Oh, Christ, bring back Karen.
Yeah. Don't worry, she's still in there.
No, that's good though. It is good.
Yeah.
And you drive yourself insane if you don't, it's that whole choice thing again, isn't it? If you don't choose to have some lighter moments, life's just too fucking heavy all the time, isn't it?
Of course it is. Yeah. We
So-
deserve to have lighter moments. We've said this all along. We deserve to be able to have a laugh, to be able to do what we want when we want.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean we love them any less. It doesn't mean we don't miss them.
It doesn't stop the heartache or the pain.
It doesn't.
It just gives you a distraction for a few minutes, and why not?
Yeah. I'll tell you what else I've noticed this week. I've been looking at pictures more and just randomly, like it was on the phone today waiting for somebody to answer, and I'm just looking at some pictures. But the other night one came up and it got me. And it was a picture of us all. It's actually, we met for lunch in Cartagena in Spain with friends. We used to go and stay at their gîtes in France. And they've retired to Spain. And Emily loved them. Niall, how difficult Niall is, but he actually really likes this couple. And
blimey.
we met up.
They're honoured.
Yeah, aren't they just?
Mm.
And the waiter had taken a picture. And because John had asked them to take the picture, Niall wouldn't refuse. And he's there smiling on the picture. And he's come up and it was like, oh, that. And I just thought, oh, that. And then it hit me. She's not there.
Mm.
So even though it was a picture she wasn't in, that I would get upset when she is in them, I got upset because she wasn't in it. And it's like a bit of a shift that I'm not upset looking at her pictures now. But
that's good.
But then I'm upset at something else. Do you know what I mean?
Always,
Go on.
I think everything always has to be replaced with something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm definitely doing what you said and having those random trigger moments. Like, sat there this morning and then randomly started thinking about a conversation that me and him were having walking through the car park of the hospital.
Yes.
You know, like those sort of things, like really random. And
where do they come from and why?
I don't know. And
why at the same time do you get them as I get them?
And I remember the whole conversation so vividly, like I'm reliving it. And it's really weird. And it's just like, I don't know. It's just odd. And I've noticed that, this is probably just a me thing, but after Bradley died, I had a load of photos that were kind of my favourite photos of Bradley. And I would say that they were all probably the more staged photos of Bradley. Not say the more natural ones, but they were the ones that probably portrayed him in a better light. They were nice photos. Whereas I find myself at the moment, the photos that I find the most heartbreaking and the ones that I like at the minute are the really natural ones. You know, the ones where it's maybe scruffy, he doesn't look so great in it. You know, it wouldn't have made a photo frame kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're the photos that...
They're the real photos, aren't they?
And that's what it is, because I feel like that's really him. It's that little look that I miss.
Yeah.
You know? And that little quirkism of his that I miss. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How can you not miss it?
I don't even know why I'm crying. I wasn't even tearful, for fuck's sake.
We could cry at everything. Some days we do have to cry at everything.
Do you know, whenever I used to cry, like before Bradley died, I wasn't an emotional person. I wasn't a sensitive person. I was a stone cold, bitch. And now I fucking cry all the time.
Do you cry at poems?
Yeah, I cry at everything. A song came on earlier. I was doom scrolling on my phone and the song came on. Fucking cried at that. Like, yeah, even songs just make me cry. And they've got no connection to Bradley at all.
Yeah, but
it's
we can twist things.
It's just a
We
sad
can
melody.
twist anything,
Right.
to make it about them, can't we?
It doesn't even have to be about them. It's just,
Or the situation, or
I just feel so emotive against everything. Like, like I never used to like classical music, but I find that fucking makes me cry.
Oh God, that is
and that's
weird.
how pathetic it is. Everything
That's
is
weird.
making me cry.
Yeah. That just annoys me, classical music.
Exactly, and that's what I used to think. Oh, I don't really get it. But now I find it's a bit like, I find it like watching some, scene evolve. Like I feel like it is like a love story or a sad story, or and I think, God, like, why am I so emotionally driven? Like, I've never been like that, and I find that really hard to deal with because I haven't been like that in the past, because I'm one of these weird people, and I know this is wrong, and your Miss Positivity and all of that will tell me that it's wrong, but I used to see crying as a real sign of weakness, and it was something that I wouldn't allow myself to do because it was embarrassing, it was weak, it was pathetic, I needed to man up and grow up and get over it. I can't fucking stop it now. So then it just messes with my mind in like, why am I being like this?
I think you need to give yourself a break and stop overanalyzing, and just, if you cry, you cry. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
You just need to stop overanalyzing and give yourself a hard time. If you cry, just cry, and it's over and done with. If you cry again 10 minutes later, so what?
Yeah, I don't cry for very long. It is literally seconds.
Yeah. It's like when you recover, like when I used to go running, and
why?
I think to myself, oh my God, I'm going to have to stop, walk a bit. And my recovery rate was really good. And I find that with the crying, that when I cry, I sort of like get it out my system, and then I can go on and I can function for a few hours.
Yeah.
And I think because you're similar. When we was doing that walking, when we do that at Ruben's retreat, and we did on that walk, you were struggling on the hills and you couldn't talk when we was going up the hills. But as soon as we were on the flat again, you was recovered in no time. So your body's recovery is probably the same in your mind as well. And that's what you do. You just need to cry when you do. And stop analysing it. So what? So what?
It just feels weird, that's all.
It's not weird and it's not weak.
It's weird to me because I'm just not used to it.
I know, because you're analysing it, so stop analysing it.
Yeah. Yeah, then what would I do with my time?
Sort this Zoom meeting out.
Oh, yeah, you keep telling me to do that.
Do you know what I've done today, going off subject? I've stapled my finger, my nail.
How?
I've got the stapler's gone through my nail. Look at that. Can you see it?
Maybe. Why? How have you done that?
Because it was like I was doing a piece of paper and I thought, why is that crunched? And the staple's gone right through my nail.
You idiot.
I know. I've cut all my nails off now because they'll all be even.
Oh, man.
Ah, dear.
Well, I'm sorry for crying today. I didn't mean to. I had no intention of crying today.
What the hell are you apologising for crying for?
Because I just didn't mean to. I didn't feel like I was sad. You're
not sad. It's just an emotion. You've let it out.
Yeah.
If you leave it build up, we're talking about it. Yeah, the tears do come. They do. And we know they come at any ungiven time. It could be, we don't even need a bloody song or a poem or a photograph. They can just come with a thought in our head. Like we said, when we're reliving these bloody conversations that we had, and it's like they were yesterday, and they're word for word, the things that I remember saying and doing, conversations.
And they're not even like deeper, meaningful conversations or anything that I said that I regret. They're just random weird stuff. Like this one conversation keeps playing in my head where we went into a sandwich shop and Bradley was like, "Oh, I really like it in here. It's quite nice, isn't it?" And literally that's all we said. But that conversation keeps playing over and over in my head.
When did you think that about the sandwich shop?
It was either today in the last 3 days.
Oh my God.
Why?
Because one of my things that have come into my head was in a sandwich shop.
Oh.
In France, when we went into a sandwich shop. Me, Emily and Niall, Rob stood outside because it was so busy, and I stood up. I stood right in the thing. We queued, and they had all these baguettes, and I did what I wanted in French, and then I said, no fromage, no mayonnaise, and she went, and there was cheese on everything. I went, no. So she went, no. And she wouldn't do me one without cheese because it was all ham and cheese, and I couldn't have just ham. And I couldn't, no, that's what I wanted. I wanted it. She was putting them on a toaster like a panini machine. And I said I didn't want them cooking, and she wouldn't do it. So I'd got all these, our equivalent of meal deals. So I had it was €20 per person. It was €80 my order for a sandwich,
Wow.
a drink, and a cake. Yeah, they were beautiful. I mean, they were big, massive baguettes. They weren't like your Greg's meal deal or your Sainsbury's tasteless meal deal. I don't know, they make sandwiches with so much on, but that taste of nothing in this country.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And
or mouldy lettuce.
Yeah, soggy, horrible. And they only put the lettuce on where they cut it into the triangle. Your stuff's in there, and then there's nothing in the rest of the sandwich. Yeah, so I'd got to the front, and I remember saying, not having this, Em. And she went, go on, Mum, tell her. And I just went, no. Because she kept going to me, no. So she went, got on my order, I went, no, and walked out. And Emily was going, God on you, Mum. And I relived that yesterday. Just come from nowhere.
It's funny,
the baguette, because they call it, Mum, tell everybody about the baguette shop. It's in San Emilio. I remember it. Because we'd look, and you're trying to feed a family, and you all like different things, and you go and stand outside all the restaurants, and you read all the menu outside of it. Nope, can't all go in there. And you go to the next one, you go, nope, can't all go in there neither. So in the end, we said, right, I'll go and buy sandwiches. And we couldn't even get that right. And that's one of the things I relived yesterday. Isn't that weird?
Me too. How weird.
So
funny, isn't it?
Yeah. Something going on. There's something in the air at the moment.
Yeah.
And I think it's them too. I think they're laughing at us.
They are. I've had a lot of... I keep thinking, do I just keep looking at the clock enough too often throughout the day?
Oh, you're talking angel numbers.
All the time.
Yeah, Rob has. He keeps coming asking me, is this
time.
an angel number? And I think, oh God, I won't have to say yeah if it is or not. So go on. Yeah. No matter what time of the day or night.
Yeah, like 13, 13, 17, 17, like, like all the time. 2s are my thing at the minute. Lots of 2s, 22, 22, or just 222, or,
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems to be a thing at the minute. There just seems to be, every time I look at the clock, it's, 4:44 or...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all recurring numbers. I just don't seem to look at the clock at any other time. I mean, it could just be that it's coincidence. I don't know. But it's like really weird. Like, my phone changes at a different time to my cooker because I've obviously set my cooker too slow.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I check my phone, I'll check my phone and it will be like 16:16. And then I'll think, and then I'll check the phone in what feels like 5 minutes later, but it's obviously only 2 minutes later, but I'll check the cooker and it's 16:16. So why did I specifically check, one or the other? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, why am I always checking when it's those times?
And then you can look it up. If you Google the number and look it up.
Oh,
and
I never do.
Just keep looking until you
Until
find
you get what
it
you
wants
want.
to be. Yeah.
I just feel like everything's just, repeating numbers.
At the moment, I just feel that everything's a little bit different. I can't explain it, as if... I don't know whether it's a positivity, but I just feel that... I'm going to sound crazy now. I just feel that they're with us.
That's good.
I really do. And I've never felt that as much is at the moment.
That's good. That's good. Me and Simon go through stages where, and it's usually, I will say to Simon, I really feel like Bradley's around, and he'll be like, I do too. And then there'll be days where I'll be thinking, God, I don't feel like Bradley's here, and like, you know. And Simon will say to me, I don't feel like he's here at the minute, do you? And I'll be like, no. But we both get those feelings at the same time. So why is that? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Surely there's something in it. It's got to be. There's got to be.
I don't know.
I shall have my supernatural book hopefully next week. It should be here.
Oh, yeah, and then you can tell us all about that.
Yeah. So, going to be even more of a know-it-all then, aren't I?
Oh, God. With your positivity and your fucking...
And know-it-all as well.
Yeah, ethereal reading. Oh, my God.
And I must get that other book as well about the Hello from Heaven.
Oh, the one you just said about. Yeah, that sounds quite interesting.
I'll look that up as well. I need to use, before we close our business, I need to use my company Amazon account. So I don't have to pay for anything.
Yeah. Use all your benefits before you can. Fill all the cars up, all the jerry cans up.
Right, it's a short one this week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because you've had chips.
Honestly,
and I've told Rob that you've had chips. So he's woke me up and said, are you supposed to be recording? Oh, yeah. And I said, oh, Beck's had some chips. He went, I want chips now. So now I've got to go and cook chips because of you.
But tell him they didn't hit the spot. Like, the thought of the chips were a lot more exciting than the actual chips.
They never do. When you walk past Chippy and you smell that smell, you think, oh, God, I've got to have some chips. And they're either greasy or they're even worse when they're dead dry and they're them little bits from the end that break your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my dinner tonight because it was a bit late and it's so hot.
But we're not moaning, are we?
No.
I'm trying to go into bed. It's like 3 stories up. It's so hot, you know.
I bet it's like an oven in your room.
It's horrendous. It's like being in a furnace.
Yeah. Can you not sleep in your spare room?
No. It's piled up with all stuff to go on holiday.
Oh.
There's about 20 million things, all Lilos and all sorts of crap.
Morgan's been sleeping in the playroom because the aircon's in there for the dog.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
We've only got one fan. We've got a great big massive industrial fan thing. Guess who's got that?
Oh, yeah.
Lord
I mean, we've got fans. They're just blowing around hot air.
Yeah, Lord Fauntleroy.
Yeah, bless him. Yeah. So I'm going to go down and sit in the aircon.
Yeah, you go
the
sit
only
with
aircon
Kevin.
room we have.
The only time we ever nice to Kevin that you go sharing his air conditioning.
I know. It's so bad, isn't it? I'm paying all this stupid money to run an aircon unit for the dog. Like,
that's dog owners for you.
Oh, he's so fluffy though, isn't he? That he's just too hot. He's just not coping very well. And then when it gets to about 10, 11 o'clock, when it cools down, he's just going stupidly hyper. Yeah, and I don't want to be up at like running around after the dog. So I'm just keeping him a bit cooler so that he's, you know, I can play with him inside and burn his energy off for when I want to go to bed. Yeah. Selfish, really, but
no, it's just common sense, really. You need sleep. So let's see what happens tonight. See if I have another sleep.
I was going to say
another dream.
You're not going to now because we're all waiting, anticipating. Hopefully they'll come and visit me.
Yeah, I've told them not to.
Oh, whatever.
If I yet. Let's have a word.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, let us know. Another week. We've got through another week. We're a week closer to being with our kids. There you go. A positive way of thinking of it.
It is, but it also feels sad that we just count down the days, right?
Yeah, we don't do that every day. We just do it on the days we need to do it.
I genuinely do. I don't count down the day, but I genuinely do get to the end of the day every day and think, well, that's another day done.
Yeah. Every single day without fail.
Yeah, I genuinely do. And then I do feel a bit sad about it because I think... But then that just brings me back to the whole point that I say every week, what's the fucking point of any of this?
That's just overanalyzing. I'm glad that I haven't got a brain as clever as yours, and I can just say, that's another day done, Emily. Give her Ash's box a kiss and say, see you in the morning, sweetheart, and then another day done. And then don't overanalyze it. That's just it. I've said it, it's done, and I go up to bed.
Well, I had this conversation with my hairdresser last time I went to have my hair done, the time before, and then when I went last time, he said to me, do you know, I've done nothing but think about what you said. He said, and I still haven't come up with an answer. I was like, because there isn't one. What is the point to all of this? And with that, that's this week over. I'm going to go to bed and think about that now.
Yeah, okay. And I'm going to go make my husband some chips.
Could he not cook them for himself while you were on here?
No, it's Friday night.
Or could he not get in the car and go to the chip shop and get some?
Excuse me. You introduced my husband to Negronis. Right. Friday night is Negroni night. He will not be capable of getting anywhere and driving.
He normally sends me a picture. I haven't had a picture tonight
He's
yet.
probably too pissed.
Not of him, of these Negronis.
Yeah. No, we have to go to buy lemonade on the way home because he puts a bit of lemonade.
Because he has to water them down so they last
longer.
Yeah,
because they're in big massive glasses and you don't have to keep going to the bar. Right, let's get through another week.
Yeah. So thank you very much for listening, for all your comments and likes and shares and all the rest of it. Like, I love reading the comments. It's the first thing I do every morning. I get up, swipe left on my phone, check the news headlines, swipe back, check YouTube, have a little look at all the comments. Yeah.
So thumbs up and keep your comments coming. Let us know you've had any dreams. Only positive ones. Don't want any negativity. Don't spoil my aura. Get you. I know. So yeah, let's tell us about your dreams.
Okay.
So grab yourself a cuppa.
Yeah, find a comfortable spot.
We'll journey through grief together.
Thank you.
Bye.